My mom going out with my dad. There's leftover meatloaf in the fridge for dinner. My dad secretly leaving me money for pizza. When it's your first day on the job and you're doing your best to impress your new boss. My teacher sees me doing a question wrong, so she told the class to be careful while doing that question. Me realizing I made a mistake. I have no reason to live. I have one reason to live. I stayed alive for a cat for almost a full year until I managed to find more reasons to live. My cat saved my life too when I attempted suicide in 2007. He rubbed against me just after I took a handful of sleeping pills. I realized I had to be there to take care of him and was able to vomit everything up. He passed a few years ago, but he was the best boy. I will always be grateful for him. I love how sensitive cats can be to your emotions. I remember lots of times when I was sad or just generally in a bad mood that my cats showed up for hugs at exactly the right time. And my mom, who works in healthcare, once told me a story about a cat in a hospice that can sense when people are about to die and seeks them out to keep them company until the time comes. Okay, but imagine you're in the hospital and cat comes over to you and the nurse about them, and the nurse says, oh, they just come to people who are going to die soon. Dad surprised me with great presents on all my birthdays while having minimum wage job. Me with a job on his birthday. Okay, my turn. Reminds me of the time I knew exactly what my dad wanted for Christmas. He wanted the Northeast's Mini when it first came out, and they were basically gone from everywhere. Managed to convince a friend to sit with me in a Best Buy parking lot for several hours to grab one when they opened. No, I didn't sleep that day, and yes, I had to work later that day, but the look on that man's face will be a cherished memory of mine forever. I remember when me and my brother pitched together to get him a Zippo lighter. It wasn't something terrible expensive, but the fact that we got him something special made him really happy. Stomach makes a slight growl. Grandma. My son who fixed the Wi-Fi by restarting the router. Me, a network engineer. Turning it off and on again is literally the most important tech skill. It's the most important troubleshooting skill in general. It even works on people. Wait. Defibrillation is fun. My friend talking about something they are passionate about. Me having no knowledge about the topic, but loving their passion. I used to have a friend that was obsessed with WW2. I knew that he loved that era in history, but didn't quite know how knowledgeable he was until he randomly asked me to go to a military vehicle festival with him because he didn't want to go by himself. It was at an airplane museum. There were tons of tanks and vehicles. We walked through the hangars, and he explained why each plane was the way it was. Before this plane was built in this year, the other team only had this plane that could do certain things, but this one was more maneuverable, and it could fly circles around the other team, and it was a major turning point in the war. He knew every plane in there. I have never really been a history person, but it was fascinating. It was all explained in a way that I could understand it. It made learning about the war more accessible. I wished I had someone like him teaching me history in school. My girlfriend when she finds out I'm getting bullied. Don't you fucking dare touch my trash. Girls can get f-king aggressive when they are protecting their boyfriend. I'm a girl and I can confirm. Same. Song I like. Starts playing. Me who doesn't know how to dance, but is really vibin'. Your homework is to have a nice weekend. Primary school was nice. Yeah, nap time was amazing. Never had nap time in primary school, just in preschool and earlier. Anything before kindergarten isn't considered primary where I'm from. Befriend selfie. Don't forget to tag me. You're it. Tag was such a fun game. I was always the slowest, even when I was moving fast. At school we invented our own version, where everyone had to try to get back to the silver bench outside class. Once touching it you were safe. If no one got tipped, last person back was it. It made everyone have to stay in the area and you wanted to get back to the seat quickly, to not be in. Also meant it regularly changed people. We developed some pretty crazy strategies and even ended up with long hand holding to make a link back to the seat for other people to get there safe. Or you try make someone else the bait. Damn, that was a fun game. Squish. Squint, squish, jiggle, pull. Look how strong and beautiful we are. This hits close to home when I didn't expect it. Always remember my mom criticizing herself in the bathroom mirror, then later on telling me that I'd grow up to look like her. Glad my daughter won't ever have to hear that. I agree with you. My husband writes love notes every day in my lunch and today's was about how beautiful he finds my stretch marks and how they mean I grew our baby, and all I could focus on was ugly. Noticed my stretch marks 9 months post C-section and I'm struggling with my body still. Brain. This is your first birthday in years you're single. Me. I'm still gonna have a good day with my friends. Brain. But nobody's gonna say they love you, Tom, or I said we grateful today. You know, I think I might get some tattoos. Would be nice to jazz up the barren landscape that is my body. But what about your future? You'll never land a job with tattoos everywhere. Oh yeah. Career-minded postgraduate eager to learn. Relevant experience, teamwork. You're hired. High test jumper in the world. Hare. Grasshopper. Kangaroo. My dog when I come back home. Me trying to be genuinely interested in listening to my daughter explain her favorite anime shows, even though most of it is going over my head. The storylines and plot sometimes are over the top, but props for doing something many wouldn't. So I've learned, haha. I never was one for fantasy and all that Dungeons and Dragons stuff and magic, though I do love the Lord of the Rings movies. I know anime isn't just that stuff at all, but that's just what I see a lot. But, if she likes it, good deal. Try a short anime like Erased. Well, some of it is fantasy in the sense that the main character can go back in time to correct something bad from happening. It's really serious and honestly kept me on my toes. Me. Oh god, PLS, give me a sign. Am I doing okay? God. Unless you live somewhere where that is the equivalent of middle finger, which is a lot of places. When you're the quiet one in the group, but your friends still include you in the conversation. My saying okay let's try it because it means more quality time together. Boyfriend saying there's a new game we can play together. Brian, I hope you have a great day, you're a good friend, I love you. Why you gotta do that? I'm trying to be dark and broody. Whenever my mum saw me upset or annoyed she would go to demon. I can see that smile and I would immediately be smiling like an idiot. It still works today. I'm 34. Lol. My parents have a similar expression they often say, which translates roughly to if you're being serious don't laugh. Which always makes me bust out laughing against my will, lol. Cat person. Dog person. The world keeps telling me I need to decide. Well, guess what, world? I make my own rules. You're both my favorite. Exactly. I hate this description, backquote cat person, backquote dog person. Being an backquote animal person is awesome. I'm bisexual when it comes to animals. James Rallison. I'm sorry we can't do anything nice because of me. It's okay. We could have gone to the movies and gone out to eat. We'll do that when you're better. You're not upset that we couldn't go? No. I'll rather do nothing with you than anything without you. Well, there goes my Sunday, and be reminded how lonely I am. Same. Girlfriend having the same music taste a month later. Boyfriend playing his playlist. Me having a bad day. Text from a friend I haven't heard from in a while.